Thank you so much for joining us today for this chapter of Time-Hopping Hero, Ethan's First Leaps. We truly appreciate you taking the time to read along with us. Just a reminder that the English subtitles for this video are accurate, and YouTube offers some fantastic tools to enhance your learning. If needed, you can use the auto-translate function to view subtitles in your preferred language. You can also slow down the video playback speed if you'd like to listen more carefully. Thanks again for spending your valuable time with us. Enjoy the story. Time-Hopping Hero, Ethan's First Leaps. Copyright 2025. Chunking to Fluency. Chapter 10. The Topeka Award. The week leading up to graduation was a blur of frenetic energy. For most of the seniors, it was a celebratory finish line. For Billy and Ethan, it was a crucial race against time. Amidst the cap and gown fittings and yearbook signings, they had one last vital mission to complete. The kinetic harvester, the silent metal sphere they had retrieved from beneath the water tower, needed a final, precise signal to activate and integrate with the city's power grid. It was their last secret act before the public milestone of graduation. With Thomas's theoretical knowledge and Walter's renewed logistical mind, they spent 2 evenings in the workshop. Walter, a man who once feared the future, was now orchestrating its creation with newfound authority. He meticulously calculated the precise moment in time they needed to go, a specific date and time from the city archives, just before the tower was permanently sealed off due to the seismic shift. They couldn't have installed the crucial, final piece in the present, as the structure was now reinforced and impenetrable. He held the schematic with a reverence usually reserved for sacred texts. The Abernathy Chronos hummed to life one last time before graduation, and with a now familiar lurch, the 4 of them were gone. The mission was quick, a perfect execution of their teamwork, and they returned to their own time with the knowledge that Topeka was on the verge of a new, cleaner future. Finally, graduation day arrived. The ceremony was held in the city's auditorium, filled with proud parents and hopeful students. Thomas sat in the audience, a quiet smile on his face as he watched Billy and Ethan take their seats. Walter sat with Martha, his hand on hers, feeling a deep, quiet sense of contentment. The mayor of Topeka took to the podium, and after the traditional well wishes, his tone shifted. "This city," he began, "is on the verge of a new era. In recent weeks, we have seen a dramatic decrease in our energy costs and a tangible improvement in our air quality. This is due to the activation of a new, sustainable power source, an anonymous act of civic genius." A murmur rippled through the crowd as many wondered about this sudden positive development. And so, this year, in light of this groundbreaking development, I have the great honor of presenting a special award to 2 students who have made a significant, selfless contribution to the future of our city. The mayor paused, and then with a wide smile, he announced, Billy Tipton and Ethan Pruitt. Billy and Ethan walked onto the stage, their faces a mixture of surprise and genuine pride. As they accepted the heavy bronze plaque, Ethan stepped forward to the microphone. "Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, everyone," he said, his voice steady. "We couldn't have done any of this without the inspiration and foresight of a man who believed in a better future for this city. "We would like to dedicate this award to the late Mr. Abernathy," he said, and a quiet moment of recognition passed over the crowd as they remembered the kind, if eccentric, owner of the Abernathy pawn shop. He was a true visionary, and his legacy is what made this all possible. That evening, as the glow of the sunset painted the Topeka skyline in hues of orange and purple, the team gathered one last time at the pawnshop's workshop. Billy and Ethan's awards sat on the workbench next to the Abernathy Chronos, a testament to the two worlds they now inhabited. Walter, now a man whole and with a renewed purpose, looked at them all with a deep sense of contentment. "He knew," Walter said quietly, running a hand over the time machine. "Mr. Abernathy, he didn't just build this machine to correct the past. He built it to protect the future, and he left it for us to figure it out." The team was now complete. Walter, the logistical mind, Thomas, the scientific mind, and Billy and Ethan, the daring hearts. They had gone from a fractured family to a cohesive team of heroes. Their adventures anonymous, but their impact undeniable. This was not an ending. It was a new beginning. The Abernathy pawn shop was no longer just a place of discarded treasures, but a launching point for a new kind of heroism. This was the first leap, and their adventures were just beginning. The end of Chapter 10. The end of time-hopping hero, Ethan's first leaps.
Give it a like, will ya?
Chunk phrases of interest. For Chapter 10. Number 1. The power grid. The power grid. This chunk phrase refers to the entire network of power lines, substations, and generating plants that supply electricity to a city. Example: the kinetic harvester needed a final signal to integrate with the city's power grid. The kinetic harvester needed a final signal to integrate with the city's power grid. Number 2, the finish line. The finish line. This chunk phrase refers to the point at which a race or process ends. Example: for most of the seniors, it was a celebratory finish line. For most of the seniors, it was a celebratory finish line. Number 3, to meticulously calculate. To meticulously calculate. This chunk phrase refers to the act of determining or working something out with great care and attention to detail. Example: he meticulously calculated the precise moment in time that they needed to go to. He meticulously calculated the precise moment in time that they needed to go to. Number 4, the impenetrable structure. The impenetrable structure. This chunk phrase refers to a building or construction that is impossible to enter or pass through. Example: they couldn't have installed the piece in the present, as the structure was now reinforced and impenetrable. They couldn't have installed the piece in the present, as the structure was now reinforced and impenetrable. Number 5, on the verge of. on the verge of. This chunk phrase refers to being close to something like a critical situation or a turning point. Example, Topeka was on the verge of a new, cleaner future. Topeka was on the verge of a new, cleaner future. Number 6. The sustainable power source. The sustainable power source. This chunk phrase refers to a method or system for generating energy that can be maintained indefinitely without depleting natural resources. Example, this was possible due to the activation of a new, sustainable power source. This was possible due to the activation of a new, sustainable power source. Number 7. A groundbreaking development. A groundbreaking development. This chunk phrase refers to a breakthrough, discovery, or innovation that opens up new possibilities or pathways. Example, in light of this groundbreaking development, the growth and success of the city exploded. In light of this groundbreaking development, the growth and success of the city exploded. Number 8. A selfless contribution. A selfless contribution. This chunk phrase refers to an action or donation made without the expectation of personal gain. Example, a special award was given to 2 students who had made a selfless contribution. A special award was given to 2 students who had made a selfless contribution. Number 9. The late Mr. Abernathy. The late Mr. Abernathy. This chunk phrase refers to a polite way of referring to someone who has died. Example, we would like to dedicate this award to the late Mr. Abernathy. We would like to dedicate this award to the late Mr. Abernathy. Number 10. A true visionary. A true visionary. This chunk phrase refers to a person who thinks about the future with great imagination and wisdom. Example, he was a true visionary, and his legacy is what made this all possible. He was a true visionary, and his legacy is what made this all possible. Number 11. The glow of the sunset. The glow of the sunset. This chunk phrase refers to the soft, often colorful light seen in the sky as the sun sets. Example, the glow of the sunset painted the Topeka skyline. The glow of the sunset painted the Topeka skyline. Number 12. In light of. In light of. This chunk phrase refers to the introduction of a factor that influences a decision or event. Example, in light of this groundbreaking development, I have the great honor of presenting this award. In light of this groundbreaking development, I have the great honor of presenting this award. The end of chunk phrases of interest for Chapter 10. We hope that by listening to the story and reviewing the chunk phrases of interest, you've had a chance to increase your English vocabulary in an enjoyable way. If you enjoyed this book and want to continue your journey with Ethan and his time-hopping adventures, please subscribe to the Chunking to Fluency channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know if you would like to see a sequel to this book, and feel free to share this video audiobook with anyone who might enjoy it or is learning English. And don't forget to give it a like. Finally, if you hit the notification bell icon, you'll be sure to know if a sequel to time-hopping hero Ethan's First Leaps is released. Thanks again for listening, and we look forward to sharing more stories with you soon. Be blessed.